Aloha, my name is Bill Kuntz. I'm with the U.S. Small Business Administration. That's the SBA. We're a government agency. And we're here in Kauai along with FEMA to help all those folks who were impacted by the floods in April. We have disaster assistance, and the first step in getting help from the federal government is to register with FEMA. And we want you to come to one of the recovery centers open on the island if you can. If FEMA refers you to the SBA, we want you to talk to our folks who are here on the island as long as they're here. And we can give you face-to-face personalized assistance to fill out the paperwork to apply for a low interest rate disaster loan from SBA. Even though our name is the Small Business Administration, we also help homeowners and renters as well as business owners. So don't let our name fool you. These are low interest rate loans. Homeowners and renters can borrow at a rate as low as 1.8%. Private nonprofits are eligible to apply. They can get a rate as low as 2.5%. And business owners can apply for an interest rate as low as 3.5%. So these are much lower rates than you would find at a bank. You can't borrow money at a lower rate. The payments can be for either 15 or 30 years. So this makes the payment very affordable. If you have any damage from the flooding, landslides, anything to do with the storms, you may be eligible for money to repair or replace any property that was damaged. This could be your residence, your primary residence. It could be the personal property that you have in your home. It could be your car that was damaged. If you're a landlord who has a rental property that was damaged, you're eligible for a business loan. Here's the good news. There's no cost to apply for this help. If SBA approves you for a disaster loan, you don't have to accept the loan. So why not apply for a loan and find out what's possible for you? The SBA has opened 2 disaster loan outreach centers, one in Kaloa, one in Kauaʻi, and there's also the Disaster Recovery Center here in Hanalei, and we want you to come to one of these centers as soon as you can. Is there a deadline? Yes. FEMA's and SBA's deadline to apply is August 27th. And as soon as these centers close, and they will close sometime fairly soon, as soon as these centers close, you can still apply even though the centers have closed up until August 27th. So now is the time to come in and apply. In the last 2 weeks since SBA has been here in Kauai, so far we've approved about 20 loans for about $300,000. So the process goes very quickly. You come in, you fill out some paperwork, just like getting a loan at the bank. We talk to you about your damages, and the next thing you know, you're speaking with a loan officer back on the mainland who will work with you to go through the paperwork. You could have an approval within a week. Normally it takes 2 or 3 weeks, but it can be much faster than that. So again, no cost to apply, no obligation to accept the loan. So why not find out what SBA possibly can do to help you? In addition to money for disaster damage repair or replacement, SBA can also offer money for mitigative measures. And that's for doing some sort of work that would repair the property in a way that it would be better equipped to survive the next flood or another landslide. So if you have real estate damage, we can loan up to 20% of your real estate damage amount for money just for a mitigative measure, mitigation. If you were flooded, this might mean raising your elevation of your foundation. This might mean building a French drain to divert the water off of your property a different way. If you had a landslide, this might mean building a retaining wall to hold the slope from falling down again. So there's money for mitigation. If you can't quite afford our disaster loan because you have a bank loan on your property, in some cases we can refinance your existing bank loan. So there's money for refinancing as well as mitigation. And for those people whose homes were destroyed or businesses and you want to rebuild, you can use the money SBA approves to rebuild in a different location. You don't have to rebuild in the same spot. It may be that you're not allowed to rebuild in the same spot. So yes, you can relocate your property. SBA's goal is to replace everything you lost if that's possible within our program. You can borrow up to $40,000, as I say, for personal property. Homeowners can borrow up to $200,000 for real estate damage, plus money for mitigation, plus money for refinancing. Businesses can borrow up to $2 million. And I'll mention another part of our program for business owners. You may be a business owner who didn't get flooded, but you've lost business because of the floods. Your customers can't come in. The road is closed. All kinds of reasons you have lost your revenue. We can help those businesses with a disaster loan at a low interest rate for working capital. These are dollars to pay your bills. So if you are having a hard time now with your business, or think you might have a hard time, or you've used all your cash reserves, talk to SBA and see if we can help with that. The deadline to apply for physical damages is August 27th. However, for businesses that have been economically impacted, they've had lost revenues, they may not know yet that they need help or want help. They have until next March 2019. March 27th of 2019 is the deadline to apply for SBA economic injury business loans. So again, make a note of our phone number and our website, and after the center closes, you can still apply for help.